Okay, so I'm back with another video. I kind of pre-prepped some stuff. So this is, actually let's start with this. This came from, you know those tiny lights that you get at the store and they're wrapped around? That's where this came from, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and put this over to the side. And I went ahead and wrapped it in tape to seal it and whatever. And I'm gonna go cut it down, which my cutter is in another room. And then I have these square things right here. And since epoxy really doesn't stick to plastic per se, but I got the Vaseline and I'm gonna rub Vaseline around it. And I got this one for this too as well. So, and then of course I'm gonna super glue around everything, and let me go cut this down and we will get started. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to use as much as I can without wasting anything. So now I have this aluminum foil, and resin sticks to aluminum foil, but I came up with another idea. Trying not to spend money doing this. I'm trying to use all the products that I currently have and see if I can't do this at all. So I definitely want that taller. And of course, I'm going to be using super glue as well. And let's see what happens. See if I can do this. This should be very interesting, the least to say. So I want to definitely do this. I want to be able to stick that in the middle like that. But I also have learning little tricks is that the resin does not necessarily stick to Ziploc bags. Well, so far in my experience, it has not stuck to a Ziploc bag yet. So this is one that I've used already, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to wrap it in this handy dandy thing right here, and which is okay because this is going to be the inside of this cylinder right here, and resin will fix it and you won't see it either. So instead of, I'm going to go ahead maybe I don't need to do that. Okay, this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to ball it up, stick it up like this. So that way I know the bottom is covered. And because I don't want the resin to leak onto the aluminum foil, because I want to be able to take this out when I'm done. And this is the only thing I could think of to do. So let me get the handy dandy duct tape out. Gotta love duct tape. It's good for all kinds of things. scissors. And definitely got to super glue this thing, this puppy down. Right there. That should be more than enough resin to pour in there as well. Let me go ahead and get another piece of duct tape, because although it doesn't have to be perfect, because you're really not going to see this part at all, but I want it to cover it up as well too. So I'm doing multiple things multiple times right now. And as long as that goes down there like that, I am good. So let me take all that out. And let me put the duct tape down here. So let me finish this project, or this part, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay. Well, you know what? Since we are kind of doing like a galaxy theme, I think I'm gonna Blue Pearl Dry. That's the color I'm gonna use, and since we are doing something kind of spacey, I want to use, this is a hard one. Okay, I'll use gold. I did want to use gold anyways, but I'm for sure going to use gold now. Okay. And hopefully this rocks here. That's some in there. And then, of course, make sure all this stuff's out of the way. Because these rocks are heavy, they should sink. That's what I'm hoping that they'll do, because the last time I messed with rocks and I put them in first, it became a hot mess. Like, the rocks are sticking out of it. Okay. All the rocks did fall to the bottom. That's what I was thinking was going to happen. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about it because that's kind of what I wanted. So I have the option of either flipping it over, doing something else I need. I don't know yet. This, just like I said, this is my first time ever doing this. So I don't even know if this is going to work or how this is going to come out. I put some, just like I said, I put a little bit of thought into this on what I kind of wanted to do. One can only wait and see what happens. Let's add this one right here. All right, now here. Oops. Oh, I forgot this was not glued down to the thing. Not like that one is. I can't move it. Okay. Well, push that down like I did before. It's kind of looking cool. I mean, I wish I could pick it up and show you guys, but I can't. But it looks kind of cool. So, it looks like mesh, cool, and then I'll be back. So, okay, I have some extra left over. I have my little Olaf thing I got here, and I'm just gonna mix them together and see what color Olaf turns out to be. I think kind of cool. Maybe in the future I'll make something with them. Not too bad. I don't have a whole lot of resin left. All right. Well, that is it for now, and I will be back. Okay. I'm back, and I'm going to go ahead and take some of this apart now. It's been well over 24 hours at this point, and let's see how this stuff comes apart. Well, maybe I should start with this side. I glued it in really good. I don't want to break that. That wouldn't be good. All right. Looks pretty good on the bottom. I just didn't. All right, let me take it off of this Lazy Susan here. So I guess I don't think I would advise about doing this. It's just like I said, this is my first time doing it, so I wasn't sure. So let's hope I didn't waste a lot of, at least I didn't waste too much resin trying to do this. All right, well, I will come back to you when I have all the pieces out, if they survive. Okay. So it's done. I came out with it. I do not recommend doing it the way I did. Very bad idea. I just don't recommend doing it. But I mean, I've already started it. I got the pieces. I'm just going to go ahead and finish my project. And doing this, please wear gloves. Otherwise you get battle wounds. And wear safety glasses too, because some of these pieces were flying off when I was taking the plastic off. So definitely, I don't recommend doing it the way I did it. But I'm going to go ahead and sand all this stuff down, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. That took forever to do. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble it, and we will see what it looks like from there. So I already got my bowl ready. And now, mind you, I've never made one before. And I definitely do not recommend the method that I did to get here to that part. And I have my line. It's bright pink. And we're going to see... Looks like that would be enough. Probably more than enough. Way more than enough. But I can always trim down, so that's important. And go from there. And so, what I'm going to do first, so I'm going to make sure that's sticking down there. And I am going to take this, and I have, my hole is big enough that I think I can put this in there like so, and let's hope this really works. I don't know if it's going to or not. It's going to be my all-time epic fail, but only one way to find out. So I'm going to take my hot glue and glue it and pray that the light shines through on this thing. And Just kind of, so it took me a while to get the plastic pieces off, and I would not recommend doing it the way I did it. That was definitely not a good idea on my part, but it's an idea to do. So, but yes, push that down. So on the bottom here, there's these little sticky things or suction cups. So I'm just suction cupping it to the bottom of this bowl. And maybe somebody can get an idea from what I'm doing right now. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm going to go ahead and push this through. I had to drill a hole in here. That one took me a little while to do. Push it through. And then I'm going to take this one. I'm going to push that through too. So this is just for me. This is my project that I wanted to try. It's taken me quite a few days to do something about a lot of this because I didn't know what to do with it. And so, and then kind of, I don't know how the water is going to react to all of this stuff. I have no idea. But we're about to find out what is going to happen. And that is definitely too long. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and hopefully that's about right. I don't know. I'm going to sit this puppy up in here. And see how all this stuff works. Okay, that is definitely not stable. But I want the water to come through here. So we're going to have to figure this out. Maybe if I move that over there and I'm not sure what to do about this part. Maybe I could turn it on its side. This is the part where I get stuck at because it's so awkward. I'm going to eventually have to super glue everything down because that's definitely not going to work like that. So if I super glue that to that, that might work. Let's hope it does. Such a process. I had a whole other idea in my head when I was doing this, and this is kind of what came out of all of it. That's not good. aren't you going in? Okay. There we go. I caught it. All right. Okay. Now I have it all super glued. So I think it looks kind of neat. So now I'm assuming I have to super glue this thing to this thing so that way it sits up straight. Okay, so let's do that. The fun and crafts. Here we go. All right. I'm going to hide this in here somehow. Maybe that's too long. There we go. All right. Okay. So maybe when you decide if you want to do something like this, that you can give me some ideas how to maybe do this a little different than what it is. So I'm going to pour some water in there. And plug it in and see what happens. Let's pray this works. Well, okay, well, it's a work in progress. That's all I can say. And how do we get better at things is by doing them. Oh, that's great. Oh, I didn't take an account for that, but that's okay. And I am getting water kind of all over the place. So I have a mess to clean up. So when I get this back in order, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So now I think I figured out what I'm going to do. So I had to take this out because I'm doing something different. So I am going to put this down in here now. And my bad for super gluing before I needed to super glue, which was a bad idea on my part. But I'll work through this, and might need to get a pair of tweezers so I could pull it through, but I think it's going through. That's a good thing. Let's see here. Well, I don't want to do that. Let me go get a toothpick real quick. Let's see if I can. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll be back. I need to go get tweezers. Because I'm going to add this piece to it. Okay, now I got that in there. All right, just keep on pulling. All right, now that's gonna look mighty fine. So now I got this. I drilled a hole in it so I could put this with this. Yeah. Oh, I don't remember what I was doing with that. So I got a little plastic cup. So let's thread this through now. I really don't know how much I really need, and I don't want to do what I did before and cut prematurely before I knew anything worked, but in my head it was going to work, but in reality it did not. So that is going to be like that. And be back. I gotta go get the super glue, or the hot glue, and glue this down because I had to move to a bigger workspace. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I got the hot glue. It's ready. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna glue this in the appropriate spot. So that way, right there, I don't have to do this again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this and pray this works. Okay, make sure that I have it on the correct way. There we go. So I'm gonna let that dry. Okay. And then, of course, and then before I do anything else, I got a bowl. There's my hole. We'll make sure that everything's gonna go with all of this. Okay, so way to do that. And I have my handy dandy pump right here. So I'm not going to cut this cord yet because I don't want to do what I did last time. This is not good. And put it right there. Well, for all intent purposes, let me go ahead and just roll all of this up. Hide all of it for right now. And I really want to put some water in here before I glue anything down, so I know exactly what this thing is doing, because if you recall just a little bit ago, it was squirting water everywhere. So let's see if this will work. Well, I could always take it off if anything, so. I'm also going to put rocks down here, or beads or something else as well. So it's going to hide this. So you're not going to necessarily see it. And I'll put that in the wrong spot. And I think this needs more super glue because it's not necessarily staying. I'll give that a few minutes to stay. And I don't want to sit here and hold it forever, but I guess I will until it dries. Okay, I'm back. It's dry. I put some little gems in there, and I already poured some water in there. Now let's just check it out and see what happens. Maybe I need more water. Don't know. Let's see. And you can see the light shining through it. It looks really cool. And more water. Okay, well that was a full bottle of water I just poured in there. It's coming up. Looks good. Okay. Well, I'm happy with the results, and well, that's how I did it. I don't recommend doing it because it was very difficult, and you can really hurt yourself doing it how I did it. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and ring the bell, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.